What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. 8 minutes and 46 seconds. A Dave Chappelle Netflix special. Everybody's on YouTube has been talking about it, and you're gonna see me have my thoughts and opinions on this by the end of the video. So, for starters, if you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed, to all of my new subscribers who have tuned in, make sure you do so. Please follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And don't forget to click the bell as well. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this video that Dave Chappelle did, a special on Netflix. And let's just say that it's gonna be a serious topic, and you guys know what he's talking about. So let's get to the video, y'all. That's cool how they did the seats separate, like 6 feet from each other. How to get everybody tested before they go inside.
I hope you all can hear me. You guys shut the fuck up. I'm just kidding. Joking and stuff. Anyway, this is weird and less than ideal circumstances to do a show. The only way to figure out if the shit will actually work is to do the goddamn show. So thank you all for coming. I want to shout out all the young people who have had the courage to go out and do all this amazing.
Wait, is he holding a cigarette?
I'm very proud of you. Kids are excellent drivers. I am comfortable in the back seat of the car. So carry on, young ones. It's hard to figure out what to say about George Floyd,
Oh, here we
so
go.
I'm not gonna say it yet. I'll say something. Are you guys having a good time or is this weird? I gotta tell you, this is actually like the first concert in North America since all this shit happened. So, like it or not, it's history. It's gonna be in the books. At least we tried. There's other comedians who, well, this is not the first show, but the other shows were like in drive-ins, and people like niggas jokes that honk the horn. Sound like any fun at all. So what's you guys? You a black and white friend hanging out? Do you guys know each other? It's gonna be a quiet car ride home, isn't it? No, I'm just kidding. Enjoy your riots. I'm just kidding. They're not really even riots. You know what I'm saying? Mm. In like 1993, I'm not sure what year it was, but I was in LA. I had smoked a joint and I was watching the movie Apocalypse Now. It was like just after 4 o'clock in the morning. And what later would become known the Northridge earthquake happened. Felt like it started in my apartment. From eastern Mississippi, on this side, we don't know what earthquakes are about. I gotta tell you something, man. Excuse me for burping.
Mm.
terrified. That earthquake couldn't have been more than 35 seconds.
You know, speaking of earthquake, it's 2011 when earthquake first hit Virginia. Then it made its way to DC. I'll never forget the experience I had as well. Uh, and it changed everything for me. And that wasn't just Mother Nature that did it. That was basically God's trying to wake people up, you know. And and I was mad about this as well at the same time. I didn't really understand about the whole earthquake situation. Because before that, I was thinking there's some people working on the side of the house. And I'm thinking, okay, there's just people outside working outside the house. Then I come to find out it was a real earthquake. And me and my mom were just like, what's going on? And everybody around our block just came out the house just talking about it, freaked out and everything. And I really didn't understand this at first, but I think this was God's way of waking people up. And it was so funny to me a little bit. I got so mad to the point when I almost broke my cell phone. You know, I mean, I almost threw my cell phone to the ground because I was scared. I was upset about it too. But and looking back, I realized that yeah, I think that was God's way of waking people up, just getting His attention. And yeah, always know what God is gonna do on this earth. So just saying.
This man kneeled on a man's neck
Mm.
for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Can you imagine that? This kid thought he was going to die. He knew he was going to die. He called for his mother. He called for his dead mother.
Mm.
I've only seen that once before in my life. My father, on his deathbed, called for his grandmother.
Oh wow.
When I watched that tape, I understood this man knew he was going to die. People watched it.
Mm.
People filmed it.
You know, I I've seen a little bit of the video when Fox 5 talked about this, but I did not see the full video of myself. Well, I'm trying to say is that I did not see the full video of the self, original version of it. But I didn't catch what he was calling for his dead mother, and the same way Dave Chappelle said about his father on his deathbed calling for his grandmother, and that right there shows how evil these officers can be. Even though you have a dead parent up in heaven, you're still calling for their spirit while you're on the ground, kneeled by a cop, knowing that you're about to take your last breath. It sucks. And what people just said about that, I was heartbroken. But I think I know enough.
For some reason that I still don't understand, all these fucking police had their hands in their pockets. Who are you talking to? What are you signifying? That you can kneel on a man's neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds and feel like you wouldn't get the wrath of God. That's what is happening right now. It's not for a single cop, it's for all of it. Fucking all of it. I don't mean to get heavy, but
Nah, you're on point.
we gotta say something.
Yeah, a lot of us do. And the craziest thing about this situation now is they've been trying to silence us for years. And it's getting to a point where we cannot even stay quiet anymore. We need to say something. So for him to say that and bring that up, it's not only an eye opener, but it's definitely a wake up call for us to just speak up and say something. If you know something, say something. If you see something, do something. Don't just sit around and just wait a day or a month by to even say and or do something now. But what pisses me off with the video is these police officers didn't do a thing. The people didn't even scream, "Yo, you got your knee on the dude's neck. He's about to die." So instead of the police officers try to stop their fellow partners from doing this, he just let it happen till the ambulance came and he died on the way to the hospital. So I've said that in my, the stream in the past. So if y'all see something, man, say something. Don't wait quiet.
He told the police he couldn't breathe. One of the hardest parts of the tape to listen to, he said, "Please, I can't tell you, as a man, watching another man go through something like that, what it makes you feel like."
Mm.
I didn't watch the tape for a week. I didn't watch it. I knew I saw a still picture. I said, I don't want to see this because I can't unsee it. But when I finally watched it, I understood nobody's going home. Anyone who sees this, well, they're going to be furious.
Mm.
So the other night, I'm in my little clubhouse and I'm watching Don Lemon, that hotbed of
Mm.
reality. He says,
And you sometimes wonder about these celebrities themselves. Do they even care about Black Lives Matter? Or what happened to George Floyd? Or they're just there to promote themselves and think about themselves instead of helping the black community? No matter what color you are, at least you can do is just try to understand our pain, our frustrations. But it seems like they don't. And I've seen some videos on YouTube about horrible influencers on Instagram. This one broad that was taking a picture of a torn up mall or store, barefoot, just looking at the building, just pretending to care. And what shocks me is Instagram influencers, they think they care, but they don't. And it really shows this they could be either racist or just being stupid in general. Because if Instagram influencers would have cared that much, they would have not, be posting pictures on Instagram and about the damage that they're in it just to promote. Because if I were an Instagram influencer, I would have stopped taking pictures of myself, stopped thinking about myself, march with the protesters, and help my community out the best way I can. That's is what a good human being does. That is what a good Instagram influencer does. Not taking pictures, not photo shooting up the damaged store. If they were smart enough, they would have done it. I mean, they wouldn't done it in the first place. And that right there is what disgusts me the most.
where are all these celebrities? Why aren't you talking? This nigga said everybody. I was screaming at the TV. I dare you to say me, nigga. never said anything about these things before.
Mm.
So now all of a sudden, this nigga expects me to step in front of the streets and talk over the work these people are doing as a celebrity? Ask me, do you want to see a celebrity right now? Do we give a fuck
No.
what Ja Rule thinks? Does it matter about celebrity? No. This is the streets talking for themselves. They don't need me right now.
They sure don't.
I kept my mouth shut.
They sure don't. And I like when he said that right there. With certain celebrities, well, certain people in general wants you to come on the streets and talk. I really don't think people need that person right now. We're just trying to figure out how to embrace system. To try to get people to understand what we're coming from, of how murdering of us needs to stop. Like, we're all tired of it. And I like what Dave Chappelle, um, I like the way he put out. People don't even need celebrities to even speak about the whole situation. What they need to be focusing on is try to heal from all this. Like, George Floyd's family just lost a family member. And y'all want to care about a celebrity talking about this? That goes to show you that, well, that tells me that you don't even care about what happened. Crazy.
And I'll still keep my mouth shut. But don't think that my silence is complicit to all the shit these niggas are saying, trying to get everyone to sing these fucking songs. I know all these songs. I was raised on these songs. Why would anyone care what their favorite comedian thinks after they saw a police officer kneel on a man's neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds? I can't get that number out of my head because it was my time of birth on my birth certificate. I was born at 8:46 in the morning. They killed this nigga in 8 minutes and 46 seconds. I watch everything everybody says. I seen Candace Owens try to convince white America, don't worry about it. He's a criminal anyway. I don't give a fuck what this nigga did.
Me neither.
I don't care what this nigga did. I don't care if he personally kicked Candace Owens in her stinky pussy. I don't know if it stinks, but I imagine
Get him.
If I ever find out, I'll let you know for sure. I'll tell like Azealia Banks, I'll tell.
I heard about Candace Owens before. This girl is so dumb in her mind. When she said about George Floyd, I was pissed off. And I heard someone say that she hates her own race. And I believe that she's married to a white man. That's fine. I have no problem with it. But when it comes to her supporting Trump, that should tell you everything about her or what she said about George Floyd. I couldn't believe what I heard. I couldn't believe what I saw. Like, I really just thought to myself, why would she even be on Facebook making a video about a deceased person? It's disgusting. And I don't even think Candace Owens even cares about what people think. Oh, she will when she gets that huge backlash on social media. I can tell you that. But you know what? Thinking back on that video, I think she was paid to see all this garbage. That should explain a lot.
I'm worse. But I know why. Figured out why they want to hear from me. And it's serious. The only reason people want to hear from people like me is because you trust me. You don't expect me to be perfect. But I don't lie to you. I'm just a guy. And I don't lie to you. And every institution that we trust lies to us.
Yeah.
How come they never talk about Chris Dorner? That's a story about a man who believed he did everything right. Do you know who Chris Dorner is?
Uh-uh.
Chris Dorner, remember, was an African American police officer in the LAPD. He was executing a warrant with his partner, who was a white woman. And white women, I support you, but boy, if y'all don't shut the fuck up. During the process of executing this warrant, this white woman did what Chris Dorner thought was excessive force. I don't know what she kicked the motherfucker that was handcuffed, hit the guy that was handcuffed or something. Chris Dorner, the black police officer who watched his wife do this, reported this to his superior, made a formal complaint, and was subsequently fired from the LAPD.
What?
He went through the system. He took every legal avenue that he believed he had to get reinstated, and he was not reinstated. When his last appeal was finished, this motherfucker, some wild shit, wrote a manifesto. You know where this is going. And in that manifesto, he called me a genius. Me, Dave Chappelle. Not just me, but me. He said, Kevin Hart fan too. But he called me a genius, and he told Bradley Cooper, who's a friend of mine, don't do any more hangovers, nigga. That's enough. That's what he said. And he told his story. Chris Dorner told his story how he did everything right when he was in the military and subsequently everything else. This is before any of this shit happened. And then he said, which was the wildest thing, he said, I'm going to wage asymmetrical war on the LA Police Department and their families. That's an ominous thing to say.
Mm.
And he did it. This motherfucker ambushed two police officers who were just sitting in their squad car, murdered them. He went to another police officer's house and killed his daughter.
What?
Oh, it was terrifying. And this motherfucker was on him.
I get you mad about the people who did you wrong. But murdering them and their daughter? That's wild.
Right. He was doing it. I was supposed to do the Grammys. I was supposed to present at the Grammys that week. And a guy from the LAPD called me and said, Mr. Chappelle, we understand you come to Los Angeles. And I don't know if you know, but there was a lunatic on the streets who was killing police officers. And we would like to know if we can pick you up at the airport. We're extending this courtesy to everyone he mentioned in his manifesto. And I told the police, I'm fine. I read the manifesto. He likes me.
Uh-oh.
Is there anything I can do for you, nigga? Because I get very worried. They found him. Big Bear. He was hiding in a cabin. And they figured out what this nigga was. No less than 400 police officers showed up and answered the call. And boy, let me tell you something. They Swiss cheeses. He is as dead could be. He is done. And you know why 400 cops showed up? Because one of their own was murdered. So how the fuck can they understand what's going on in these streets? We saw
That's a fact.
ourselves
That's a fact.
like you see yourself. I'm the only one. LeBron James once said something about racism, and Laura Ingraham, which I will say publicly anywhere, anytime, is a cunt. Tell him I said it. Told one of Ohio's greatest residents ever, shut up and dribble. Tell you something about LeBron. This nigga was on a cover
Yeah, I remember that.
when he was 17 years old and exceeded every expectation that they had for him. His business is treacherous. This is a good guy, LeBron. He's a family man, and this, that, and the other. He didn't let anyone down.
And yet, people on social media are just giving him crap because of these decisions he's making with his life. And
He didn't let anyone down. Came back from Ohio, won us a championship, and it was like, I'm going to move to LA. And everyone in Ohio was like, you understand? It's a good man, LeBron James.
yeah,
This bitch told
he's a goat.
to shut up and dribble. My friend is the best at something.
First nigga got a pack of cigarettes.
At anything. Just a regular ass white bitch with a platform. And I use the word bitch all the time because this is black. Watch one shooting after another. Eric Garner in New York, the first guy that told him, he said, I can't breathe. Eric Garner was selling loose cigarettes in Staten Island.
Oh yeah.
When my kid was born, my first son, my wife lived in Staten Island. It's an awful place. She knows it. Everyone who's ever been there knows it. Yuck to Staten Island. And my black ass will go there, and I got a lot of fans there and friends there, but it's a very terrible place. Fuck everybody in Staten Island except the Wu-Tang Clan.
He said Wu-Tang. I'm through.
Got murdered by one police officer while 5 of his fellow officers watched him do it.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
Frank, take it easy, none of that shit. Because they were being recorded. Because they were afraid if I correct my fellow officer on this camera.
So he was selling cigarettes illegally. That gives you the right to put a chokehold on a man. And then you want to murder him afterwards? I don't know what's going on with the justice system right now because it's so broken mentally and physically. So instead of putting them in jail and firing them, you want to suspend them? Like, no. We demand justice. Forget about the firing. Forget about suspension. We want them in jail. You took away a brother. Come on now.
Open us up for some kind of liability. And the guy killed the person that they were, what do you call it, apprehending? The guy was selling loose cigarettes. There goes Eric Garner. And then we have one after the other. Trayvon Martin was murdered by a regular nigga that George Zimmerman is nobody. George Zimmerman is an awful human being. Threatened Beyonce's life, threatened Jay-Z's life. He signed Skittle bags because Trayvon Martin had Skittles on him when he was murdered by George Zimmerman. Boy, how do we feel? How do we feel? This kid was 15 years old, followed by a grown man with a gun.
Now, Trayvon Martin was the biggest case in 2015. I mean, I will never forget the time when the riot started and George Zimmerman was pleading not guilty of killing a black teenager, all because he claimed that he was suspicious with a hoodie and stuff. So, shooting a black person down, an innocent one, called self-defense. I find it hard to believe because there was no way that this killing was a self-defense move. It was a hatred towards black people in general. I know this too well. But I think the Trayvon Martin case was one of the most huge topics in history. Even my church did a special about people in hoodie, and my pastor Huston, when he used to preach at my church in DC, Matthews Memorial Baptist Church, shout out to y'all. He put out a chair in front of the altar and put a hoodie there just to show us as a reminder of what could happen if you wear a hoodie if you get encountered by a racist person or even a police officer. That right there was just a huge wake up call. So that should tell you something.
And whooped his monkey ass. He beat the shit out of George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman murdered him. We're very upset. This kid looked eerily like the president, looked like my own children. I hate George Zimmerman. As an idea, not as a guy. I've never met him. I'm sure I would though. In the streets, you got the marching. Dylan Roof. Dylan Roof killed 8 people in a church in Charleston, South Carolina. He prayed with them first.
I remember
and then
that.
shot them at point blank range. Goes on and on. And then one weekend, a law-abiding citizen right here in Beaver Creek was murdered. The cop that murdered John Crawford pulled me over the night before and let me off with a warning. And the next day, kills a kid. He says, drop the weapon, bang, bang, bang. This kid didn't even have enough time to register that he was the one being spoke to. This is our hometown. It happened right here. I was very proud to be your neighbor. I love the way you guys hit those streets. You said his name and tried to make sure everyone remembered him, but he got lost in the sauce. And this guy, John Crawford, was a saint. He was there buying shit so him and his kids could make s'mores. Michael Brown got shot the same week, and Michael Brown became the story.
Yeah.
And, am I boring you?
No, you're not. You're on point.
Right back in Minneapolis, was Philando Castile, law-abiding citizen, was a registered gun carrier, was trying to show the police the paperwork for his registered weapon, and was murdered in front of his wife and his child. And then, right in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, just 2 days later, it happens again. And what do you think's going to happen? 3 days later, 9 cops get murdered in Dallas at a Black Lives Matter rally.
Mm.
Wow, I'll never forget it. It was the first time I ever thought, I gotta get my family the fuck out of this place. These niggas will never understand. I'm tired of explaining to these people something that's so goddamn obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Guy that killed those 9 cops, just like Chris Dorner before him, was from our military. And then right after he did it, another 4 cops were shot dead in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Again, a black man that served in our military. What are they doing? Why would our guys do that? Black people from the military? Because they believe, just like they did when they were joining the fucking military, they were fighting acts of terror.
Mm.
These are our people. These are our countrymen. If I were white and saw one of these men get murdered and I was in the NRA, why wouldn't I stand up for them? A card-carrying legal gun owner that gets murdered in cold blood because he's black. That's why they don't give a fuck. There's only one time the NRA ever supported an assault weapon ban. You know when it was? It was when the Black Panthers
It's like a reverse situation when all these years of police officers killing us, and so when a black guy from the military goes to return a favor and kill those officers, those white officers, just as a payback for what they're doing to us so many years. I think that should tell you something also. And come on, y'all, Dave Chappelle telling the truth.
Stormed the state capitol with assault rifles in California.
Yeah.
Candace Owens.
Here we go.
That right, bitch. She's the worst.
Yeah.
I can't think of a worse way to make money. She's the most articulate idiot I've ever seen in my fucking life. She's so articulate. She can tell you how fucking stupid she is precisely. She told George Floyd's rap record on the internet, oh, he was this, that, drug addict, and he's not a hero. Why does the black community make him a hero? Why do you choose him as a hero? We didn't choose him. You did.
Right.
They killed him, and that wasn't right, so he's the guy. We're not desperate for heroes in the black community. Any nigga that survives this nightmare is my goddamned hero.
Exactly.
This is not funny at all. I got some pussy jokes too I could do, but slavery is a really wild concept.
Yeah.
It's some weird shit. The night that those 9 police officers killed felt like the end of the world. And the only reason that it wasn't the end of the world, in my opinion, is because at the very same time it was happening, Kobe Bryant was playing his last games in LA Lakers. And as scary as all that shit was, I kept flipping back to see if Kobe would drop 60. And he did. Oh, and he did. And vaguely in the back of my mind, I remember the idiot ass bitch telling somebody to shut up and dribble.
Yeah.
And I watched this nigga dribbling and saving this goddamn country from itself. I loved Kobe Bryant. Died the day I won a Grammy. He died. That's why I didn't show up at the Grammys, because Kobe died. Both of his fucking jersey numbers hanging up. 8/24. Well, that's my birthday. Crying like a baby. So here's what I said on Saturday Night Live that I forgot completely. At the end of my set, I talked about how few black people were invited to the White House. Frederick Douglass was the first, and that it didn't happen again until Roosevelt. That was wrong. It happened one other time before that. Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow Wilson received a delegation of African Americans at the White House. They were from South Carolina. It was a man who was lynched for a $30 dispute at a grain elevator, and they killed him because the nigga was rich, and they hated him for being more wealthy than they were, and they murdered him. And the people in South Carolina said, fuck that, and they went via the governor of South Carolina. It was a black delegation that was facilitated to meet with Woodrow Wilson. That delegation was led by that AME Bishop, William David Chappelle. It's where I get my name. Was my great-grandfather, who was a slave when he was born. These things are not old. It's not a long time ago. It's today. It's today. That man's wife was the woman that my father called on his deathbed. And they were slaves. Are you out of your fucking mind? And
Mm.
these niggas say, why isn't David Chappelle saying anything? Because David Chappelle understands what the fuck he is seeing. And these streets will speak for themselves whether I'm alive or dead. I trust you guys. I love you guys. We'll keep this space open. This is the last stronghold for civil discourse. After this shit, it's just rat-a-tat-tat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat. I love you very much. Thank you for being here. Good night.
Nah, thank you for giving us.
Nobody speak, nobody get choked.
Yo, you want to know what's crazy about this? Is when Dave Chappelle broke out everything that's been talked about on social media, the murders of all the other black people in general, not just teens, adults as well. And what really got me is when he said about his grandfather when he was born, during slavery, and that's why he was able to see everything of what's going on the media, what's going on Earth, and why it's hard for us to try to survive on this planet without being murdered, or without being looked at funny or suspicious whatsoever. Because listen, being black in America is hard. You know, it's crazy times when people are not going to want to accept you. Jobs, Hollywood, the music industry, or any other format whatsoever. Yeah, you got some white friends, but what about our lives? What about what we do? What's going to happen when we have our own place? If we ended up going somewhere shopping, you know, spreading the word and stuff to people, and just to get shot at by officers for no reason. You don't do that to white people, but when it comes to us, we're the ones that are dying the most. You people gotta understand. We're tired of it. And based on this documentary that Dave Chappelle just told us, yeah, I'm beginning to understand very well. Actually, I understand a lot. I know a lot because I've seen it on the news all the time. And you don't think you have experienced racism? There's something that's wrong with you. As for Candace Owens, she's a joke. She's being paid to say all this dumb stuff. People saying, oh, she's speaking facts. No. What gives you the right to disrespect a family member? A person who is deceased. You can call him a criminal, a thug, because of what he did in the past. What makes you think you know everything? So instead of sending your condolences to the family, you're on Facebook Live and you come out with all this nonsense about George Floyd. That right there tells me that you're not a good person in general. That you're not really understanding our frustrations, but you want to focus on his past instead of acknowledging the problems we have in our community. And Dave Chappelle just broke it off for us, though. I don't even. We need to, you know, explain our thoughts and opinions. But you know what? I thank God that my family's still here. I thank God for the closest people in my life, not just my family and friends, but friends from Chesapeake Beach, Maryland. And yeah, they're white, but so what? They're still good people when you get to know them. At the end of the day, you only got one God. What's y'all thoughts on this? My reaction to Dave Chappelle's 8 minutes and 45 seconds. Let me know in the comments down below. And I will see you in the next video.